Each chapter of Little Nightmares has a section where Six gives in to her insatiable appetite, eating everything from a piece of bread to a cute little gnome guy.
I will remember you. Will you remember me?
We lose something even more important than the gnome, though.
Time!
During this section, Six becomes heart-wrenchingly slow. Worst of all, every section features several downtimes while Six performs a hunger animation. As a speedrunner, you just have to bear through the section. However, it was found early on that you could skip some hungers due to an animation overwrite. If you could trigger the hunger animation, then cause another animation like falling or grabbing to take place, the hunger animation would be cut off. This returns Six into our control sooner so we can move forward. It wasn't until I had been playing for a few weeks before I was able to find a super simple way to skip all of the hunger animations in the game. Tripping. By tapping the control stick 4 or 5 times, then holding a direction, a player can consistently cause a tripping animation to occur wherever they are. There doesn't have to be a ledge to grab onto or something to fall off of. If a player trips into a trigger for the hunger animation, the tripping animation will overwrite the hunger animation. This brought more challenge to all of the hunger sections. The optimal kitchen actually becomes slower with the trips. The player loses about 3 seconds at the cost of consistency. It's actually faster to trigger the third hunger animation. In the prison, we're able to save 6 to 7 seconds with our hunger trips. You'll see that sometimes I do 2 trips in a row. This is to cover more distance, and although it's a little bit slower, it's much safer. We save about 10 seconds in the guest hall with the trips. The third hunger animation in the guest hall is so short that it barely saves any time to skip it, but I choose to do it anyway, just to show it off for the video. We save the most time in the lair with these trips. The third hunger animation here in the lair is actually the longest in the whole game. It's also one of the most difficult ones, with no clear visual as to where to trip. It's possible to skip the hungers leading up to the lady, but because they're not included in the run, I choose not to include them in the video.